All right, so Rick's going to walk us through his sketchbooks. You're on sketchbook 17, is that correct now?
Yeah, 17.
And you started sketching in a sketchbook?
About 2017, I remember. It was July of 2017 when I first started. One day I was out at Monhegan, and rather than just start up the painting, I started thinking about, wait a minute, why do a small version of what I'm thinking? And that's when I grabbed the sketchbook and I just painted in the sketchbook.
Amazing. All right, so let's walk us through it.
Well, what I ended up doing is I'll take one of these sketchbooks. I buy these toned paper sketchbook. I make this thing here where it's just, if you unfold it, it's just a solid piece of paper and fold it in various areas so that I can put my pencil and a sharpener in.
Little pocket for you.
Exactly. So there's how we begin sketches. Just trying to figure out what I'm doing. Keep it real simple. Couple 3 inches each of these, and it could be that I'm only taking 15 minutes. I could be taking, it takes next to no time to actually draw it. I mean, just barely laying out some lines, trying to figure out where the values and the colors are going to be. Actually trying to figure out what's important to me. Mm-hmm. That's what it mostly is. What's important to me.
So let's talk about like the book though. Like,
okay.
So let's start here. Mm-hmm. Do you do like a little bit of a sketch like that and then you cover it after?
I think what I was doing, yeah, I literally do a sketch with next to nothing. I mean, just a few lines, and then I just begin painting.
Abstraction, right?
Oh yeah, there's no details. I mean,
and are you?
No,
you're not even doing anything.
Nothing.
Book, right?
I don't code it.
Like that's how much you don't care.
Exactly. I don't. This, I mean, it was a real foggy day. I remember just by seeing this, you can hardly see the top of Whitehead. And, you know, I painted it that way. I wanted to see how it would look. Yeah. I mean, this could very well be, I was trying to decide, do I want to do a 9x12 or a 6x16? That's what the two of these are.
Are you going out there with a ruler?
No. I just take a pencil and I just hold it against the edge and I just draw a straight line with, you know, using this, and then this one gets a little bumpy.
Oh, that's awesome.
There's no ruler. There's no ruler out there.
So your process is, obviously you're going out with this. Mm-hmm. These are oil sketches.
Oil sketches.
Is it like a minimal palette that you're using?
It's usually the same palette that I always go out with, which is, you know, a dozen colors and white, approximately. Mm-hmm. And these could take, like I say, anywhere from 15 minutes. I mean, some of them could be, I could be on it for a half hour figuring out what I'm doing.
So you walk around.
Mm-hmm.
Do you walk around for a long time? Or is it just like something just strikes you and you're like, that's it?
Well, usually I'll walk to a place where, you know, I want to be for a while. And something will strike me that, yeah, I like that. Or I see a picture in my head. Mm-hmm. And then that's where it begins. And then, you know, I want to see what it looks like on paper. I want to see what this bluish grayish shadow side of the laundry line looks like against this. There's no details. Mm-hmm. It's just shapes against each other to see what makes it look harmonious, what makes it look good without the details.
And you're just out there looking for pictures though, right? Just pictures. But you have to work through them, right? So you're kind of gathering, you think it's a good picture. Mm-hmm. In the process, are you like, that's a good picture? Or like, oh yeah, I'm glad I'm not painting this?
There have been a couple, if what you mean, like, this didn't work out.
Yeah, it's like you testing your ideas.
Yes, there have been some that I painted, I go, I don't even want to paint this.
Yeah.
There have been a few, like maybe 1 out of 15.
Yeah.
Usually almost every one I do, I say, I kind of like it. And then there's some like, this isn't going anywhere. I don't like it. Either I'm messing up or there's nothing here. I don't know. So I don't do it. This one, I just remember the light was screaming on a building. Yeah. So I just make sure the light's screaming on that building.
And just that beautiful abstraction makes it so that you can just capture the interlocking shapes.
Yes. And not how well can I do clapboards or how well I can do windows. You and I were talking before we started this whole thing about what people put into paintings and what's important for them. And the details are not important to me. There are people who do wonderful details. I'm not one of them. Mm-hmm. I'm not interested in them. Mm-hmm. That's why I don't focus on them.
Yeah.
And I think the essence of a great painting is everything underneath the details.
Mm-hmm. So these are I don't want to speak for you, but these are from Monhegan, right?
Everyone's from, yes, just
So every year you go up to Monhegan, and then you spend, how long is the trip?
could be a week, could be 2 weeks. Actually, this year, I'm going to be doing a workshop.
Doing a workshop there, yeah.
I'm going to be doing a workshop, and it's going to be June 14th to Friday, June 19th this year. Any information you need can be found at rickdaskam.com.
So are you showing this process in it?
Oh yeah, I will. Definitely, because I think this is what I do. And I mean, there's so many other people that do workshops and they all do it their way. I think this is an important thing to do.
Yeah.
Whether you draw things out and loosely fill in the values of what you're doing or paint it out. But I think a form of minimal detail and the essence of what is there is important in the picture making process.
Yeah. So did anyone ever show you this? I mean, you just came into this, right?
I stumbled into this.
Yeah, because
we
talked about this, right? Where you used to coat the papers at the beginning and you didn't like it.
Yeah. I remember talking to somebody when they saw my sketchbook and they go, Rick, how come the work's not protected? It's going to dissolve in 50 years or something like that, they were saying. And I understand they're right in that respect. But then the other one is, well, two things. One, I tried what they were suggesting, which was put down a varnish or a shellac, which I did. But I found that it was too slippery. I didn't like that. I really didn't like the feel of it. I like the way this grabbed it, almost like a gouache. It sucked into the paper. It dried quicker. Yeah. And as far as it being not protected for the rest of the world, there's two things. One, I don't care because this is not precious. It is for me, and it puts a smile on my face when I do them, and it's a piece of the process. Yeah. And I love being able to flip through these things and see them and, figure out what I'm going to do. The other is, if they are so important, the world will figure out how to save them. Just like, Degas might have been working on cardboard or what's his name, the Toulouse-Lautrec.
Yeah.
I mean, you think those guys were working on anything. So if it's worthy, it'll be saved somehow.
Don't care about the egoic side of it, right?
Yeah, that doesn't matter. Anyway.
They're beautiful.
Thank you.
Just go back and look at the shot maybe a little bit longer. Look at that. So, you and I remember we've talked in the past too. Should we keep going through with this book, or do
is
you
this one? I don't know.
Another one in there.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I love these. I mean, this was last year in August when I went out there. It was right after the Hurricane Aaron, like literally a day after, and I did this like right on the spot. And I go, that's just fun.
That's it.
That's fun, and it's like
yeah. These have the energy of like a Turner. Right? Or Constable, like you're capturing something that's not in the photo, right?
Yeah, it's moving. It's capturing energy and just interesting shapes and colors next to each other. That's it.
And it's not that you're even taking and saying like, I'm going to use this one color palette, and they're in through every painting. It's like, this looks like it's foggy, and this feels like it's.
Yeah, I mean,
the sun is.
They just happen to be. These are two different places, but. This was done, and this was done later. I guess I don't know exactly the number, but
gorgeous. You're just aware of it, like you're in it playing.
Playing's the word.
Yeah.
And once I'm playing, if I find I'm happy, it must be good. If I find I'm not happy and struggling, it's that's telling you something right there.
How many years do you think it took you to get to the point where you could play though? Because, I think that the mind, we care so much about what the audience has to say.
Yeah. I don't know how long. I think it comes down to you just keep on doing your stuff. You're getting good enough, and you've gotten good enough for a while now. And now you go, I don't care what the people around me think.
Right.
I need to do what I want to do. And don't look for exterior applause.
Yeah. It's like you got off the path, right?
Yeah.
And now you're just finally like, I don't care. I'm going to wander.
Yeah, and that's what I think that's when real art starts
Yeah. The creative process.
Yeah.
You're just kind of,
Pretty much everything Henry said.
yeah.
It's the Art Spirit is probably one of the best books on inspiration of being an artist.
Yeah.
I think it's just phenomenal.
Is that the end of this book?
That was the end of this book, and then
So is this like one, do you feel like you do one book per season?
nearly. I mean, well, this one I started in August 23rd, literally that day. See here, and I noticed I couldn't keep track. So when I'm out there painting, like this was, I think maybe this one this was the first one I did August, right? Mm-hmm. So because I couldn't count the paintings I was doing, so I'm doing many throughout the week. So that was number one of that time.
Make it so they can see it.
Right. Okay, so then maybe I did this and I didn't like it at all. It went nowhere, so I didn't even number it. But then as a second painting, that didn't get anything. This was the third one I did. Fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh.
When
Then that book's done, and then I started number 8, 17.
So when you're out there and you're painting, I mean, are you listening to music? Are you taking in the sound of the waves?
I'm listening to music. I enjoy it. It's like I get lost in what's in my head and what I'm doing. I've talked to other people and they like to they listen to the waves and they like silence. Mm-hmm. That's not who I am. I found out I like the music just blasting in my head.
Your creative process.
It works for me. This, I mean, there were, and then I did this one out there. I liked it. I did, of course, did a painting of it. But when I got back, I was fooling around and I just grabbed some telephone book paper here, and just to do 2 little studies. One to see how the light would be if it was all lighter in here and then darker in here. Look how incredible! It's just I wanted to figure out where do I want to go, and I don't like imagining it. I want to see it.
Yeah.
So that's why I just stuck that there.
Work through the idea.
Yeah. You asked me where do I go out there. I remember when I did this painting. I think the first one, number 11, of that day, of the week that I was there. And I know exactly where I was when I was doing this. So here's 1, 2, 3. These 4 paintings were me literally sitting in one place. I sat in one place because the sun is now this is the afternoon, and the sun is setting way off to this side where it was barely in front, maybe on the front side. So I was there for about 8 hours.
You ever find like you sit down and you're inspired? Like I find this a lot when I paint flowers, and the flower arrangement is beautiful, right?
Yep, right.
And then I'm in the painting. Actually, you have one of the little studies where I changed, because all of a sudden it got into an even more beautiful place. And then you waited a little bit longer and they're starting to kind of fall and die. And then I'm like, oh, that's it. And it's like the painting, if you don't have the ability to scrap it and move on to the better one, you'd still be trying to save that first one rather than capturing the third. Not on that painting, a new one.
Well, you can go, all right, it starts good. You found something better. But then the flowers start dying. You're not supposed to copy when they're dying unless that is exactly what you want. Yeah. Like you have to, the subject matter is a place to jump off from, not to be a slave of.
Yeah. Yeah. And the capturing of the movement of the flowers to me is like you're not just like, I could take a photo, just copy the photo. It's like, oh no, I painted it in 3 different positions. So I'm averaging data at that point.
Okay.
So do you find like when you're sitting out there and all of a sudden you're just like, oh, look at the sun, and I've watched some of this stuff, like the sun hits this and then all of a sudden now that shape of the sun is like half and you're like, oh, that's even better.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But if the sun is setting or something, don't keep following the sun. You got to figure out where you want to be. And note when something is better and alter your piece, but don't keep on following it down to its death. Yeah. It's like a model. When we used to pose, when we were in school and you had to draw the model starts like this. I mean, real firm position. Yeah. And then slowly they're trying to hold the pose. Maybe they have this. Yeah. As time goes on, you're left with this. Yeah. Which you can't see in the video we're shooting, and I'm kind of lackadaisical. So you need to capture the spirit of the original thing that turns you on.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, but then also be open that if something better presents itself,
Yeah.
that you could. That's why I think these are beautiful, because how long is it taking you to do each one of these?
Each painting or each study?
Each study.
Each study could be 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. I don't know.
Yeah, so you could hit that same spot 3 different times at 3 different lights.
Well, what I do is, I'll paint it for 15 or 20 minutes, then do a painting.
Yeah.
This was
just a capture.
This
You're
is just
pulling.
and then I do the painting sitting right there. Which this is my established value pattern, approximate shapes and such that I work with.
I know people are going to ask, why not just take a photo? Why not take 1,000 photos and go back and do that? What's your take? What do you think of that?
I think I'd feel like if I was to just take a photo and go back to the studio, I'm not saying that can't be done, but I'd feel like all I'm doing is just copying what's in front of me. And by being in the environment, I think it allows for more latitude in creating.
Yeah. You can't slavishly copy what's in front of you.
No.
Let's go back and take a look at that. The seagulls.
Oh,
One of the main alizarin, right?
No. Yeah, there's the seagull story. This I love doing.
Maybe just rotate that way. Just
which one? Okay.
Yeah, with your right hand.
Yeah. Banana. I love painting that island.
So simple. Beautiful.
This is, I can see it scratching there 4 minutes. What happens when we go out to Monhegan?
Get some models.
Yeah, Daphne, who runs a sculpture studio over there. We get a model and put them outside. This is maybe one of the better ones, of course, but neither is that or that. But
Nude?
I did that. I was very happy. I like that. Yeah, that was 5 minutes.
That's amazing.
You try painting something in 5 minutes. And I love the way the tone, I was able to catch it, how it get cooler and warmer, and 5 minutes, and that was it.
Amazing.
Oh, I was trying to figure out, okay, do I want to have it screaming light on this and everything else darker in the background, like the water and the sky?
So you're changing it, right?
Well, yeah, in my head it was probably closer to that, but I was thinking about it, going, well, what happens if I make the sky real light and the water real light, so it creates this shape of everything down here darker? Or do I want to do this? And I was going back and forth trying to figure it out. I want to see it before I don't want to just start painting it. I want to see it in a very small way. I want to see it like a postage stamp.
You're riffing.
I'm riffing.
Off of what's in front of you.
Yeah. This one came out nice. I was happy with this. It was a real foggy day, sitting up there. A lot of people coming over saying, "Hey, how you doing?"
Oh, man.
Talking to you.
That's half of it, right?
I don't mind.
Fighting off the...
I put out a tip jar. They leave me alone.
There you go.
No.
Oh, man, we got to go back and look at these. Let's rotate them.
I liked how this painting came out. It was a nice study.
Even just the texture, it almost feels a little like gouache, but...
Well, you could take this. I'm sure what I was doing here is like just... This could be Andrew Wyeth kind of stuff, where he has stuff going on in various shapes.
Yeah.
Which I love his work.
Yeah.
And his father's, of course. I'm a huge fan of NC.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Just trying to figure out what to do.
So you don't add any mediums or anything to speed it up or slow it down?
I paint right out of the tube. Mm-hmm. And maybe I'll thin it with thinner. That's it. I work with thinner and paint. No, nothing. I've tried to work with a little
thinner. What's your thinner?
Oh, it's odorless thinner.
Oh, okay. Odorless mineral spirits.
Yeah, that's it. This I remember painting. It's just like I didn't like it. Some you like a lot. This one came out nice. I was happy with it. It's incredibly simple. But look, these are rocks. So all kinds of things are happening in the rocks. But if I put a tension in here, it's going to take away from this. Yeah. And these two, like this blue and this orange, are just there to like give you something to go to. And the brighter green over here. If I put a green over here, maybe that wouldn't have worked. I like how it brings you through the painting.
So how often are you referring back to these and looking through them?
Many times I'll re-look at what I did that turned me on and note that I'm going off track possibly.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's like, this is my Rand McNally roadmap.
Mm-hmm.
To those of us who grew up a long time ago. We had paper maps to show you the big picture in a small.
But this is as you would say, this is the spirit of it, right? This is not like just project this. You're like, no, this is the spirit of what I'm trying to capture is there.
The spirit's there, the essence of it's there. I mean, again, I'm not showing you, I didn't take a little brush and show you all the little things. I'm trying not to do that. That didn't work out. I didn't even paint that. I remember going, this isn't working. I don't like it.
So your process is to then go back through the book.
This one came out good. I remember the painting. I was happy. I like the painting too.
So like months later, you'll come back. Now you have all your collected stuff from nature. Then you're looking back through the book, and then you're just like, gotta paint that.
Well, no. I've already painted that. It's at the island.
When you pull it back in, what's the next step?
When I come back home, I might have. If I was there for a week, I'm sure I'll have 25 paintings. There for 2 weeks, about 50 paintings, of which I'll look at them when I get home, and I will either love them, some of them. Some are okay, and some are like, what was I thinking?
But the painting you're saying is different from this.
Well, it is a little because this is this, and the painting, I can't,
Right, so you have this, and then you also have the painting.
Right, and what I'll do is if I don't like the painting, I will rework it I'll go back to the book and see what is it that I liked. So it's a combination of what's in my head and what I have here. Sometimes I'll take a photo for reference to bring back home, but I'm too lazy to print them or even look at them. I really am. I'm not interested. I just want to make it work in my head and in front of me.
Yeah.
Not with, if it doesn't look good, I should be able to imagine what I want there and not fill in those details. I got to put in clapboards. I got to put in window paints. No, I'm not interested in all those things. I'm really not. I might as well get a job at McDonald's saying, you want fries with that order?
You missed an acorn.
Yeah. This, I remember where I was when I did it. It's like just scrubbing shapes and colors and seeing, can I make them look interesting? There's a lot of abstract work that looks beautiful and it's fun. I want it to be fun, not laborious.
Yeah.
Some work better than others. I remember I was happy with this, but boy, the painting stunk. I didn't like it.
You find a lot of the time you have a great idea and it works in the sketchbook.
Yes.
And you try to make it.
Yeah, I've done some sketches. And go, man, that's good. And then you try and get it, and it's no. I don't know what I'm doing. And I did the sketch. Sitting on the side of the road when I was doing this one, laying down sideways painting. People were photographing me. It looked like a Playboy or a Playgirl spread or something because they were laughing their ass off.
Beautiful.
And bringing my eye over here between this and this. That's what I'm trying to figure out, where to move the eye. Where to move the eye. That's what it is.
Gray day.
Yeah. Oh, sometimes you go out there and it's just terribly gray.
Oh, beautiful. And is this like what the quick sketch is?
Yeah, that could be the study. I'll go that far with the sketch. Then I just go right into painting. And a lot of times I'll move it around. Like I could be, I think this composition's fine. I don't mind it at all. But maybe if I was here, you could see some faint lines going like this. I think I was trying to figure out, did I want to do a 9x12 or a 16x6?
So you're searching.
I'm trying to figure out, what do I like? This is when I went somewhere else painting, Litchfield.
Oh, yeah.
Paint
out, right?
Yeah, the paint out that was up in Litchfield. And it was one of the paintings I did. I was happy with that one. And anyway, that's about how this stuff goes. And you can see every one of these have,
The same pocket.
yep, the same pocket.
Awesome.
Okay,
Yeah.
another one, 15. Right. Yes. Simple study, trying to figure out shapes. I like the way I like this, just taking this like ultramarinish blue that I had here, and I just ran with some yellow ochreish over it. And I like the way that looks in there.
Mm. So when you do these, you're doing like sometimes 10 a day.
No, probably I could do 3, 4. I've done up to 5 or 6 paintings in a day. Of course, you're only on them an hour and a half, but
So you do this and then you just start a little painting?
yep.
Oh, okay.
I'll do this, then I'll do the painting.
Gotcha. So this is just like the step right before the painting.
Exactly.
Gotcha. Okay.
So
And
I'll
then
do
you
this,
leave
and
it
then-
in here, and then it just doesn't touch the back until after.
Actually, I mean, I just within the hour or so, I mean, you can see how there must have been a heavy glob of white right here, and when I closed it, it did that. Some of them are a lot worse than others. This was done in Monhegan, as you can see, August 2nd, 2024. Sunset behind Manana. I like how that one came out. I like it more than the painting. I remember doing the painting, and I liked it, but I like that one more. I remember that. Like you couldn't see the top of Manana. It was just so, or not Manana. What am I saying? Whitehead. It was so foggy. Blackhead. This is Blackhead. I'm sorry. I was standing on Whitehead, looking at Blackhead. For anybody that's been to Monhegan, they'll know what I'm talking about. And this is when it cleared up. See what I mean?
Yeah.
It cleared up, and I go, yeah, I like that. Look at this little thing right here. That's just making the water as darker. Much darker than it was. It's probably closer to this. But I go, wait, what would it look like if I had the rocks lighter and the water darker? I mean, somebody else might figure that out with a pencil and do a little, come in here like this and just, somehow I like to work with paint and see the colors in there. But you know what I mean?
Just sketching. Yeah. Sketching with paint.
I'm sketching with paint, sure. That's it. This one, never painted it. It's like I didn't like it. I don't know what I was doing.
Yeah.
I was talking to some guy and he was telling me about his mother was an artist, and that was when I was doing this painting. So I wrote her name down and looked her up. You could tell I like paintings. I just love the silhouette of that.
Yeah.
That Manana, this is called, and it protects the harbor. So there's an area in here where all the moorings are. Just trying to figure out what am I doing. This was the laundry at the Trailing U, and just trying to leave all these various buildings all brown and just focus on the green and the white. And of course, you know what? I think that the white is too insignificant for me. It does not large enough shape. So I don't know if I abandoned that. Same thing here. Same subject, I mean.
Gorgeous.
This is on the back side, Whitehead, just along the shore, I'm painting.
Foggy day.
Very foggy, very foggy. We could hardly see Gull Rock. I'm at the same place right here. I'm sitting here on the back side. Not a lot of people back there. After I get done with this painting, I turn my head and I'm looking at the pine trees and various rocks. Literally, I'm in the same place. What I like to do is go to a place and spend 5, 6, 7 hours there, do 3, 4 paintings, whatever I can do. Maybe just 2 or 3 paintings, but it's so much of a waste of time to go somewhere, paint, pack up, look for another place. That's why going to Monhegan, it's so many places to paint. You just need to turn your head. Yeah. And the convenience of that is great, I think. This is the same area. I mean, I know this is like Lobster Cove-ish. And so is this. I'm sure I did them the same day.
Mm.
This one I like much better. This is Monhegan too, just me looking off and just playing with clouds rather than, and, looking out into the water and just. I remember leaving this like this pinky color down here with the greenish. I mean, that's kind of brings your eye in there. And sometimes, I mean, even the brushes I use, they could be some of the cheapest little brushes. By the way, I have used these. These are your brushes.
Oh, the Scarlet set.
I like them. I'm going back to using good brushes. These are nice. I like them.
Yeah.
Very nice brushes.
Cool.
So I was using the cheapest brushes for the longest time. You pick them up, a dozen of them for like $5, $6. But I blow through them, and who cares if they go bad? But I have found that going back to the nice brushes, they are a pleasure to work with.
Yeah, but you can make anything work.
You can. I mean, a master's could paint with a bucket of slop and a broom, and it's going to look good. So just because you have the best of materials doesn't mean anything. The best material you could have is a well-organized mind as to what you're trying to do.
It's the vision, right? Yeah.
It's in here. The biggest tool is right in here.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I remember this painting. It came out good. I was happy with it. Actually, I think it's the one that's going to that show. But think about it. If I start showing you I've seen other artists put in all the windows and all the clapboards, and it's just boring for me. I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean it couldn't be done and beautiful, and it can.
Yeah.
But maybe just being a slave to it. Maybe just putting in a few. Maybe I'll up my game by putting in a little bit.
Ooh.
This was just playing with all the shadow side, keeping it all the same value-ish, and having the light scream, silhouetting all this stuff.
Yeah, and you painted this. This is now the third or fourth time we've seen
Oh,
it.
I painted a bunch of times. I painted 3-4 times, yeah.
Yeah. It's almost like your Monet doing
The water
cathedral.
lilies, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember this one came out. This painting came out nice. Not that anybody's going to want it because they were literally working on the side of the museum. But you know what I'm happy about? Look at this. I think what I'm happy about is I didn't feel the need to show you all kinds of grass.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a sign of maturity because I think an amateur has got to show you everything. And a professional will show you, just give you
Just enough.
for your mind to fill in the blanks.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to elevate myself to that level.
Yeah. It looks like you were trying to figure it out. And then
I was trying to figure, exactly, here are the remnants of art. Am I going to make this a long, thin painting? And I ended up making it like a, I don't know if it was 9x12 or 12x16 painting. But yeah, you're right, that it was this big at one point. And I just know because the story's about this, not the whole long building. And that's what made me do this. That was the painting I put in Hudson Valley. I just wanted to make. I mean, it wasn't this yellow, ochre, yellowy orange, but I wanted to make it.
Right?
I wanted to make it. Yeah, this is the dock, but this is Manana in the background. I wanted to make it feel like this. It was more light on here, rather than the greens and blues and browns that were in there. I don't know. I don't think I painted that one. Yeah, see, definitely didn't. See, I crossed it out. Like, I never did it. But then I did this one, and I did like it. It came out nice, and it sold, too, at the gallery. This was fun. I remember doing this one. Light was screaming, silhouetting everything, but I remember the flag, like, glowed because the light was going through it. The Island Inn. This doesn't look that interesting, but the painting came out great. I was really happy with the painting. It looks way better than this. And people look at it and they liked it, but they go, "What is it?" Well, this is a shipwreck on the island at Lobster Cove. The D.T. Sheridan. It ran aground in 1948. I can't remember, stormy, foggy seas, whatever. but it's 110 foot. It was a 110-foot tugboat, and it's still there. Parts of it, lots of parts. The hull's still there.
Wow, that's beautiful.
So everybody paints it. It's fun. The Rockwell Kent Jamie Wyeth house. Pulpit Rock. It's a famous rock out there. And I'm trying to figure out, okay, do I have some light, cool light on the tops of these or nothing? It's like just little doodads. This painting, not a crowd pleaser, but I was very happy with this. I like that. And I entered it in a couple shows and it was rejected, like nobody dug it. So, but I still think it's a great study. I love it. And my daughter ended up seeing it in the attic and she liked it. And she goes, I like that. I said, fine, take it. It's yours. I mean, I'm glad it'll stay in the family. You know, It came out. I'm very happy with it. It's incredibly simple. It's not like it's a pretty picture at all. It's just rocks going into the water. But I was happy with how it came out. The painting looks that and better. Very happy with it. And I think that's it. Well, yeah, and that's it. You get the idea.
Yeah. You want to do one more?
I can grab one more, see what it looks like.
You had a little like moleskin or something with the hardcover.
Yeah, this one.
Show that one. Yeah.
This one is not Monhegan. This is like a studio sketchbook, miscellaneous studio sketchbook. And I started in August 20 and ended December of 24. So this one actually, this painting was done on Monhegan. When I first got this sketchbook, I never ended up painting that. I mean, I painted it a number of times, but I didn't do this painting. This was a study I was trying to figure out. This was when I got home. I go, what would it look like if I just made all the foreground screaming lighting and the water darker and of course Manana darker. Well, I never painted it, but it was just playing around. Went out to Ocean City, New Jersey, which we've done for some years, just rent out there with a few other families for a week, painting on the shore. And I was trying to figure out, well, would it look better if I had light sand and darker reflection of these water patches or the opposite? So anyway, just samples of what I'm trying to figure out what to do. Again, these weren't done. These were not done on spot. These were done in the studio. Me just playing, trying to figure it, knowing big shapes and what would it look like if I did this kind of a thing. This I did as a study. I was happy with how it came out, and I did this for a demo. So when I did the demo in front of people, I was only painting from this, but I did this in the studio here. It's a place I've painted, backside of Monhegan, and I just wanted to lay it out. I wanted to see it before I went out somewhere and decided to expose myself in front of people.
Mm-hmm. Gorgeous.
Just another painting did in the studio. Ended up playing around with light behind a toaster. This is a house on Monhegan that somebody gave me a photo, and I ended up wanting to give it to do a painting for the people because she's a wonderful person who's had us over for dinner numerous times. And I ended up doing this one.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah, I was happy with it, and kind of foggy, but it came out nice. And just playing around, trying to figure out. I mean, think about it. It's all about the light and the shape coming up, the silhouette of her house. But look how little nothing's going on down here. Now, if I had to put some attention here, let me show you leaves and this and that and flowers, it would have taken away from here. So that's why I like trying to figure out the shapes and colors.
Mm-hmm. Some night stuff?
Yeah, I wanted to see how dark can I make it.
Yeah.
I wanted it to be so dark, but you can just barely see it. I like that. That's fun. And more shapes and colors. And this was just a study from an Andrew White painting I'd seen, like copy of AW here. And I just wanted to, I don't know, I like his work. And
see what he did.
yeah, just try. Yes, yeah. This was trying to figure out, do I want to, have these rocks over here or over here? Like I moved them. I just wondered, what would it look like if I did this? And, don't spend much time doing it.
Back to the night scene, huh?
Night scene. I'm playing with the night scene. I want to see how it looks. What would it look like if I had all this darker or these lighter? It's opposites. Trying to figure out what do I want to do.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, I like these two came out nice. Yeah. What would it look like if I did this?
Yeah.
This is that same area of rocks going into the water that I showed you before. Okay, how would it look better if I had light water or dark water?
Just playing.
Yeah, just what would it look like? This was done up in the Litchfield first year, that paint out. I was very happy with how that one came out. I liked it. I mean, it just feels good to me.
Amazing.
I painted that at night. That's a church in the Litchfield green. Back to Ocean City, New Jersey.
Beautiful.
Again, Ocean City, New Jersey. Ocean City, New Jersey, playing with the clouds. Again, playing with the clouds, not duplicating the clouds. What would it look like if I just had a strip of light all the mossy green, orange, yellow algae on the rocks? This I taped in because I did a little study and I liked it so much. And it was when I was doing these, I did it like somewhere else. So I go, no, I like that study. I'll stick it in the book. Like, I think that's a cool looking study. That feels fun to me. More of these, just playing. I think that's really what it comes down to, playing.
Yeah, awesome. So, do you have any paintings you've done from these, so we could just see like a sketch next to a final? Anything that's like easy to grab?
I could find one. Yeah. This, as you can see, was done July 12th, 2017, which, by the way, surprisingly, is I believe that's Andrew Wyatt's birthday.
Oh, really?
Yeah, his 100th birthday.
Wow, and he's one of your favorites, right?
I like NC Wise more, personally, but I got a huge respect for Andy. Anyway, this was, I think, the first study that I did when I started the process of, now I'm going to paint everything. So I did this one, and here is the painting that I did that day.
This is actually like you had this size painting in the.
I did this on the island.
Yeah.
And then 10, 15 minutes later, I did this.
Oh wow, the bigger one.
Right in front of, right there. I mean, I do this, then I did this.
Yeah, amazing. Cool. I'll get a shot of this on the side, but so what are these then? Are these more studies that you?
I probably took, what I did was I took this and I was playing around because it says it's book number 2. This is book number 1. So this was the beginning of when I first started sketching in books.
Cool. Why don't you pop that one in there and walk us through? There's some really gorgeous ones in here. Look at these.
Again, just trying to figure out what color I'm going to play with. People have seen this. They go, paint anything other than what is there. That's a note for me to play and have fun and go off in a direction versus putting in the windows, putting in the clapboard, putting in the trim, putting in the gutters. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to be less of a builder and more poetry.
Yeah.
So that's what that means to me.
Peeling paint off of it.
Well, I don't want to do the peeling paint. I want to play. And this is playing because this is just playing with colors and shapes. That's what that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the beginning book.
The first one?
This might be the first one where, I mean, that came out. That looks good. I like that.
Yeah. Pull it up here.
That one I like.
That's gorgeous.
That one's That was a nice painting, and another artist bought that one. Yes. Yeah, some of these you can't tell what's what. I guess this is in the beginning when I was doing some drawing. Yeah, that came out. I like that.
Yeah, gorgeous.
It's just, nice colors. Trying to look for something that I might. Yeah. Fun. I like that. That came out nice. Yeah, again, this is the beginnings. Maybe, what's number 2 have? Jeez. I like the later ones more. There's a growth.
Yeah, but you needed this to get where you're at.
Yeah, I mean, you could see the essence of it is there, but I think I've matured in the last, 8 years.
Still some beauty in all this. Beautiful.
Yeah, it's just trying to figure out, really, where am I moving the eye with shapes?
Yeah.
But everybody wants to make it look like something. And, I mean, that's fine, too. But I think the art needs to be there more. And the art is harmonizing shapes and colors and not objects. Mm-hmm. But we start with the objects, of course. I was happy with that when I did it. Not so much the painting. That'll happen.
Yeah.
Makes good monoprints.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Anyway.
Awesome.
You get the idea.
Yeah, why don't we take a look at, can we show that one up there that you're working on?
Which one?
The one that you had pulled up?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'm just going to move all this stuff and we just talk about it. And then I think that should be good.
This is something that came from one of these, and I didn't finish it. I think it was in one of these books. I mean, is it worth finding or not?
Oh, it's up to you.
I remember seeing and talking about it for a second. Yeah, there it is. Ooh, we got lucky. Okay, good. So here's where it started.
So talk us through what you do. Like you're out there, you get a super long brush so you don't get in there with a 000?
No, you're right. I do a lot of scrubbing. And this one did turn out, I mean, there were things I liked about it, but this is about how it came home. But I'm not crazy about it, of course, because it's not framed. So it's not done. I don't know where it's going, but I'm not happy with it yet. But anyway, that'll give you an idea of where I'm going with these things. Yeah. And I could show you so many more. I don't know. Let me see if I can pull out something. What do I have here? Here's some that I've never finished. Here's one that came home just like this. This is exactly how it came home. All right. This I didn't touch.
So these are ones just came home just as is, and
this came
didn't
home.
touch them. Huh?
I didn't touch this one yet, and I remember us showing you this one in the book. I just like the fun of it, and I didn't do anything with it yet. I don't know where it's going to go, but this was one that came home like that. I liked it enough, signed it.
Beautiful.
This one I was still playing with.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. So how do you not ruin it? Because you went out there and you grabbed the spirit of this thing. What does it mean to finish this? Talk us through where you may go with this.
It looks a little choppy to me at this time. I like the way, I remember wanting the light to come screaming in from this side, and it was strong on here out into the water, Of course, that would mean I have to silhouette a lot of this stuff, and just a little light on here, but it's way off in the distance, so it's a subtle value change, not a strong value change as in here. Me trying to find, quiet this down so that there's not much contrast between these two, even though I'm sure there was. This looked dark blackish against that, but I just had to quiet that down. It's not there yet, but it's something. I'll just walk in the studio, grab a painting, and start playing with it.
Yeah, and don't be afraid to mess it up.
Oh no, because now we go back to that precious thing.
Yeah,
this stuff is not precious.
Yeah,
and if you're afraid of it, you're probably not going to do a good job. You can't be afraid of it. You got to own it.
Yeah,
like I own it. It doesn't own me.
How many of these do you think you have ruined or do ruin?
How many do I ruin? Half.
Half of them?
I mean, I don't know. There's some of them. I'd say, I don't know, half. I mean, I've got a lot of paintings, and some I'm very happy with.
Yeah.
Some are quite average, and then some I keep going over like they're just junk.
Yeah.
They're nothing. I mean, I'll practice on them.
Yeah.
But I do like coming home from Monhegan with paintings that I get to play with throughout the year.
Yeah.
And adjust and just do things with.
The courage to just keep going with it, knowing that it could go either way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
If it's precious to you, you probably don't do a lot of painting.
Yeah.